Welcome to the HR Happy Hour Work Break. You're here with Trish and Steve. Hey, Steve Bose.
Hey, Trish McFarlane. Can we say Happy Friday? Is that a thing we're allowed to say?
Happy Friday.
Whoa,
Cheers.
there you go. You're bringing
Cheers.
Cheers to you too. So tell me what you've got there for the Friday HR Happy Hour Work Break show, cocktail hour edition.
Well, for anybody that watched yesterday, I was like, oh, I'm going to have a Manhattan. The problem is I didn't have all the ingredients for a Manhattan. So I thought I'm going to go straight up like some Jim Beam bonded with a little water, a little splash of water, and some filthy cherry juice.
Nice. Yeah. Well, cheers. So I have a Blackberry Mojito. So we have blackberries, mint, lime juice, rum, and a little splash of 7-Up. And I just made this. I have not even tasted it. So here we go.
Can we switch?
Cheers. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, mine's a little strong, but I think I need that because right before we went live, I was like, oh my God, where's my sweater? I'm so cold. So that'll make me nice and toasty.
Full-on piece of mint right there. I didn't do a great job on the muddling, I think. So, but very, very tasty. Recommend.
Well, good. Well, I'm like obsessed. I've got this like little piece of hair in my eyes. I'm sorry. I don't know where it's supposed to go. So you want to know why I have hair in my eyes? I'll tell you. It's important. Okay. So there's this whole thing on TikTok, which I know you're not on, but apparently all the millennials are calling out all of us older women for parting our hair on the side. Okay. Because my hair's normally parted on the side. And they say if you wear skinny jeans or part your hair on the side, that you're absolutely old.
You're out. You're not cool anymore.
You're out. Gotcha. And you're supposed to part it down the middle. And actually, some days, if mine falls in the middle, it actually winds up in the middle. But anyway, I decided to go full, I'm going full on 1990s. I went with a zigzag part.
I don't even know how that works, but it looks good.
It's complex. I like it. It's complex. But now I've got this. I got little hairs going places they shouldn't go. Anyway, enough about that. I think if I'm wearing a cardigan and getting all snuggled up with my whiskey, I'm probably old anyway, and I'm good with that.
Your lap blanket.
Oh my gosh!
Are we gonna need to wheel you over to the sunny window here in a couple of minutes just to set you in a bit?
I don't want to talk about me being old. Do you want to know what today is? And it has a really interesting tie-in for me. And I've got to tell everybody about this show that I watched. Today is National Caregivers Day.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Which is great. Sure. I would love to be a caregiver. That was like my dream job, was working in a nursing home. And I did when I was younger. And I loved it. I actually loved that job. But it's funny because I recently watched a new movie on Netflix called I Care a Lot. Have you seen that one or the trailer for it?
I really only watch German soccer and Canadian football at this point, but go ahead.
Did you ever see the movie Gone Girl with Ben Affleck and Rosamund Pike? Okay,
that's a crazy movie. I have seen it, yes.
I'm convinced it's her. So she's the lead character in this new movie called I Care a Lot. And she's basically, I'm not going to give away anything because you couldn't even predict it, but she's basically a caregiver and they kind of scam people. They'll figure out elderly people who don't have a lot of family. And then the doctor will declare in court that they need a caregiver, like an official guardian.
Look over their affairs kind of thing. Yeah, I get it.
And she is the caregiver. So anyway, but beyond that is also National Chocolate Mint Day.
Ooh.
How do you feel about chocolate mint?
I like it, Trish. And this, I don't have a note on this, but I know this is true. And so I don't know the note. I don't know when these things will become available, Trish. But are you familiar with the sneaker brand K-Swiss?
Yes.
So
whatever happened to K-Swiss?
They're still around, Trish, and they're going to be making a big splash because they upcoming soon. And I'll have to look up to see how soon it is. Soon is a K-Swiss Girl Scout sneaker collaboration. One of the sneakers they're making is the Thin Mint sneaker. So it's
my gosh,
one of the classic K-Swiss sneakers.
Yeah.
Remodeled after the Thin Mint, and they're doing a trefoil, I think, and maybe one other. There's 3 in the collaboration.
Oh my goodness.
The Thin Mint sneaker looks really super cool. Like I might have to get one of those when it becomes available.
Okay. All right. I love this. I'm glad we don't talk about stuff and we always have like things that coincide. So that's good.
I've got big concerning news that I want to run by you that just broke. As far as I can tell, I just learned of this in the last 12 minutes.
What's that?
Trish, maybe we, with our drinks, let's pour one out for Kim and Kanye. Those kids, who knew? Who? I'm shocked that they're not going to make it. Kim and Kanye filing for divorce.
Oh, they actually filed.
That's what I read.
I was gonna say, I think they've been apart for a long time. Hey, do you know what? I want to figure out where he lives because he moved to Wyoming, I think it is. And I recently went to Wyoming. There is nothing there. It is the ideal place for someone like Kanye who wants to get away from all the craziness of the Kardashians.
You might have been the only two people there, I think.
That's right. Me and Kanye, man. Me and Yeezy.
That's when it's like silly. Like I saw this map. I don't want to like talk about politics really at all, but like, you know, when they did the election, when they have the elections, they always show the map and the red states and the blue states and stuff.
Oh, right.
And for the most part, like the map is entirely red, right? Because they just kind of color in the whole state. And so many of those big Western states, you know, tend to be red. Mm-hmm. So so the map looks like 97% red and like 3% blue. But the truth is, like, these huge hunks of red, like nobody lives there, like comparatively. Like, there are more people living in like a county in California than live in like 4 Western states combined, you know?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know, so you got to be careful with your data. I guess that's the recommendation there and how you present it. But yeah. Hey, we should mention one thing that's really cool that we did today. You and I were a part of today, which was we recorded a really cool HR happy hour show that's going to run on Monday. I don't know if we even are allowed to say what it is. Should we say what it is? All right.
No, I think we should just say we have a big announcement on Monday. So stay tuned to both the HR Happy Hour podcast, but then come back here and we will talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that on
big
Monday.
Announcement for Monday. So exciting.
That was super exciting.
Yeah, it's been a good day. Really good day.
One of the things I thought today, like when I was talking to someone today, and like we're almost a full year into pandemic and lockdown.
Right.
And I don't know if it's just because it was a particularly busy week, but I feel like I almost feel no difference in my level of busyness in these last few weeks than it was, say, last year at the same time where we really hadn't been hit by pandemic yet, right? We didn't lock down here in the US until the middle of March or so.
Yeah, March.
I don't understand it. I mean, it's good. I'm not complaining. It's good to be busy. It's good to be working, obviously. I'm shocked, though, how busy, and it's not just me. I feel like everybody I talk to is equally crazy and frenetic right now.
Well, I think there was all that speculation for the first few months about what's the new normal. What's the new normal? Well, the new normal is just people. You have to get back to work at some point. You have to go back to work, and if that's different, if it's changed, if it's less, if it's you just have to adjust. And so, yeah, I would say this is the period we've adjusted. Right, we've adjusted to what we have, and we've adjusted to the fact we have a lot of unknown. And so, yeah, you're just back to work, and it might look different. I do feel like my work looks a little different how I spend my time this year from a year ago, because of lack of travel. Right, travel facilitates work in a different way, but everybody's busy, absolutely. If not more, I might be more busy actually now.
Yeah, I think so. I feel like I am lately, but. Trisha, one other thing I wanted to mention real quick, just a little data point for a Friday. Want to talk a little
data point Friday. Here we go. All right. What is it?
Our friends at Indeed, I'm saying our friends, I'm not sure I actually have any friends there, but let's just call them our friends over at Indeed.
Okay.
Release some data on ghosting in the recruiting process.
Oh.
And according to the Indeed data from last year, basically from the year of the pandemic, 77% of job seekers say they have been ghosted by an employer. Okay, that's data point number 1.
Oh, by the employer.
Yeah, 77% of job seekers have been ghosted, right? They applied, got somewhere down the line in the process, never heard back, right? They've been ghosted by the employer. And Trish, the flip side of this, according to Indeed, only 27% of employers say they have not ghosted a candidate in the last 12 months, which is kind of a weird way to report the stat because just spin it around to say 73% of employers are admitting to ghosting at least one candidate in the last year. So basically, Trish, everybody's ghosting. That's what I'm taking away from this to some level or not. Yeah. And I'm shocked with all the technology that we have available. It's readily available to pretty much any size company, that the level of ghosting that's happening is still that high. Crazy.
I'm going to admit I'm not shocked because I think whether you're in a professional setting or you're on a dating app or you're just, people don't like to have to deal with someone that they need to reject for whatever reason. And I think that if we would spend just 2 seconds longer thinking about it's okay. I would rather if I'm not a good fit for your company, gosh, please just tell me like, hey, you know what? You got some great skills. You might try here or there, but it's probably not the best fit for us. How hard is that? It's better than sitting there waiting for weeks and months and thinking about it and thinking what's wrong with me, right? Same way, I mean, dating people do that all the time. I don't know. It's very
to me, it's not even so much about that constructive feedback, which is a great thing. I'm not discounting that at all, but even just letting someone know, hey, we filled the job, or hey, you're no longer in the running. Like, well, I'm talking about full on ghosting. I think I don't have a lot of experience with this. I was ghosted by some lawn care services when I moved. Like, I couldn't get anybody to return my calls, about coming over to cut the lawn. But yeah, I'm shocked that many employers are still doing it and admit to it. And I'm 77%. It's ridiculous. So come on, do better. Do better. Candidate Experience Awards people figures this out. They've been doing that for 10 years. This is not getting any better. So
let me ask you this though. So Indeed puts out this study. What did they recommend? Like, or why do they think that is? So it's not just a fact. Did they say why do they think that this is occurring?
I don't know. I didn't write that down. I think it could be a function of volume. I think that's probably what a lot of employers fall back on, right? In times of really higher unemployment, which we've had in the last year here in the US and lots of other countries, you're getting a lot more volume, right?
But all of that can be triggered by a workflow, right? In the technology, you can trigger that if the job's been filled, that everyone else would get a reply. Even if it's a canned reply.
I think you can do that. So, all right, maybe we need to talk to somebody in Indeed to help us understand these numbers.
I think we do. It'd be a fun conversation, I think, too, to find out why they think this is happening more. I think also it probably is a little bit generational, right? So definitely as different workers who might, again, be afraid of giving some feedback that they don't want to give or feel equipped to, or just don't even want to deal with it.
Think about how you'd feel if you got ghosted. You ready? You want to think about that?
Are you going to ghost me? Oh, goodness. Okay. What a great way to end my Friday. Thank you for ghosting me on the show. Cheers to everyone. Have a fantastic Friday. A fantastic
weekend, everyone.
I can't even talk. I have had like 2 sips of my drink.
How much of that drink have you had?
It's strong. I'll tell you what. Me and my friend Jim Beam,
I recommend the Blackberry Mojito, just for the record.
All right. Listen, everyone, thanks as always for watching. We will see you back here on Monday with our big surprise announcement. Have a good weekend.